When we're going to church, we're going to battle. And therefore, when we come to church and people encourage us, then we realize that we have all the more the courage to be able to do what God calls us to do. The Greek word is parakletos, which means the encourager. God gave us the Holy Spirit and called him the encourager. And therefore, if you have the Holy Spirit in you, then you can be the encourager to someone else. And the best example that I can think of how to do this is going back to a time in my life when I was in high school. I was a sprinter. I loved to run, and I ran fast, and I was pretty good at it, but I could not run long distances. I did not have the stamina. And one day we had a meet, and the coach came to me, and he said, you know, you ran your sprints, and now we need someone to represent our school to run the 1500. Would you please do that for us? And I said, I don't think I can run the 1500. I've never run it. Maybe I'll go around the lap once, and then I'll stop. He said, go in there and do your best. And the 1500 is where you run around the lap almost 4 times, less than 100 meters. And so as we stood there were about 20 of us, and I'm looking around me, and I knew 2 of the runners were the good runners. So I thought to myself, if I can keep up with these 2 guys, then I may be able to finish the race. I'm thinking I may be able to finish the race. I'm not even thinking of winning. And so as the gun went off, we started running, and I'm trying to keep up with these guys, and they're pretty fast. And so as the first lap ended, I began to wonder how much longer I could take this, because I was sprinting. But just as I was thinking of giving up, a close friend of mine from a rival school started running with me on the inside on the grass. I guess it was allowed to do that back then. And he started encouraging me. He said, Calvin, don't give up, keep running, keep running. And he ran with me another lap. And as he ran with me and encouraged me the whole time, that put courage into me. That put the strength into me not to give up. And I guess that's when I got my second wind. And I continued to run, and I finished the race, and I came in 4th. That's what we all need. Life tends to throw so many things at us that discourage us. Whether they're problems, financial problems, problems at work, physical problems, sickness, relational problems. And therefore, when we come to church, we want to find that encouragement. And so, 2 things that I can suggest to you is, number 1, pray for yourself that God would make you an encourager. Then pray for your pastor and his wife so that they would be encouraged and that they would encourage you also. And the second thing I want to say is encouraging others to love and good deeds is better caught than taught. It's better caught than taught. So be an example. You take the initiative. You take the initiative to go to others and encourage them. Send them an email. Send them a card. And write words of encouragement. You know, we as human beings, because of our sinful nature, are very quick to criticize one another, aren't we? And as soon as we find an opportunity to criticize something in the church or something the pastor did, we're quick at letting them know about it. Well, here's something you can do. When you're tempted to discourage someone with your words, ask yourself the question, have I taken the time to encourage them first so that I will have earned my right to criticize them? If you have taken the opportunity to encourage them first, then that may give you the right to discourage or to criticize them. And so we learn from the apostle here, or whoever the author of Hebrews is, that we need to be quick to spur one another, to provoke one another, to love and good deeds, not forsaking our own assembling together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another all the more as you see the day drawing near. And I know that if all of us do this, then this will be a place where people will want to come because they will find strength